Okay, my fuel gauge is not working, and so I'm gonna lift up the cover over the gas tank and maybe take a look at the sensor down there where it goes into the fuel tank, and see if I can figure out why it's not working. I mean, maybe it's a sensor down there where it goes in the fuel tank. Maybe it's this little meter. Whether maybe it's the wire running in between. Not sure, but gonna take a look and see. Okay, let's get this up. Yeah. Okay, well, at least that's balanced there. Got the feed that goes in from the gas into the tank here. Got one of the gas lines that goes to this outboard motor. Sorry, I guess this is the gas line that goes to that outboard motor. That one's the one that goes to that outboard motor. I would imagine this is just a vent. And this over here is the sensor. Okay, so I guess that's it. I don't know how to really tell if it's good or bad or working or not, but I guess I will try to find something like that online. And I always wondered how much volume was in my gas tank, so I guess I'm gonna divide this gas tank up into 2 squares and measure it, go back and calculate it out. So this is, say, 62 inches from there to there. One measurement. Looks like about 30.5 inches from there to there. "16 inches from there to there. Maybe 41, 40.5 to be conservative. 40.5 inches from there to there. And last but not least, like 5 inches deep. Well, it's not very deep, but yeah, 5 inches deep. This is a 55-gallon fuel tank. So I'm going to replace the old one right there. There's the old one I'm taking out. There's the new one I'm putting in. So I bought 2 new ones. I bought a 5-inch one and I bought a 4-inch one because my tank depth is actually 5 inches. But I wasn't sure if I should maybe go with the 4-inch one, so I bought one of those just in case. And sure enough, as I'm reading the instructions, it says to, what it says? It says a minimum 1-inch clearance must be maintained between the tank bottom and the float retaining collar. So, I guess I am not going to use the 5-inch depth one. I am going to use the 4-inch depth one. So, here it is right here. Let's see if I can get it out. So, That's what it looks like. Gonna go down in there. And interesting enough also, what I've realized is these holes that are there and here are not evenly spaced. So when I first tried to line everything up, I went, oh my gosh, this isn't going to fit. The bolt holes are not the same as the sending unit holes, but they're just, they are the same, they're just not evenly spaced. So once I realized that, life got a little less stressful. So I'm going to put this back in here. So by moving this gasket around, I can get the holes to match up, but it's kind of scary for a minute because they weren't matching up, but they're just not evenly spaced. So that looks like a pretty good match. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that in there now. Okay, got this all screwed down in. Got the gasket under there, got the screws all nice and tight. Just something to think about. The bolts, screws, whatever, that came with this new unit were not threaded correctly to go into the top of the tank. So I had to end up reusing the old bolts going into the top of the tank, which is easy enough, but just make sure when you're getting them out, you don't strip the top of those old bolts or make an assumption that you can use the new bolts to go in there, because the threads are just a little bit different. So now I'm gonna just hook up my wire, I guess, on this new wires on this new sending unit to the old unit. So it says that the blue wire on this is the ground, and the brown is the signal, I guess. Says the black's the signal. Yeah, you know, oh well, whatever. One or two, let's see. Yeah, anyway, the blue is the ground, so I'm going to hook the blue up to where this yellow one used to go, and then that would make the brown go to where the brown used to go. So I will just hook the wires from my new sensor right into those wires from the old sensor, going in like that, because the wires that are going all the way through and feeding up into the display look like they're in pretty good shape, so I'm just going to reuse those wires. Okay, got it all in, got it all wired, wire going all the way over there. So yep, I guess we're ready to go here.
So right now the fuel tank is pretty full, and this original fuel display is reading at full. So I guess that's pretty good. As we travel around, if we discover that this original display is not calibrated correctly with the new sending unit that I put in, then I'll put in the new display that came with the new sending unit. But for right now, I'm just going to go with it like it is. We hope you enjoyed the video. It's fun sharing our trip. To find out more about the whole trip, you can visit our website, shown in the link below. And on our website, we also have a link to gear that we use and test. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, shown below. Any Patreon support is greatly appreciated, and a link to this is also on our website. Thank you for watching.